another thing for me too, like just really being in the present moment. And it's because sometimes I mentioned this a couple times where I can be an overthinker, and I tend to, I just have all these thoughts. And then for me, it's not like really much being in the past, but just having these thoughts. And then sometimes it's like, oh, what if this leads to this, or like this, or sometimes when I do have like to make a decision, I'm like this and that. But that's when I'm like, okay, like I'm fucking letting go of all these thoughts, and just really going with my intuition. Like, what the fuck do I feel like doing? And that's another thing that I want to focus on more this year, when it's like, I just like, if all these thoughts come up, I'm like, okay, stop. Like, stop the thoughts. What are you feeling? And just be in the present moment, because then it's just like I'm kind of being in my head. And I don't want to be in my head, because that's also just like wasting time. And it's just like with the littlest thing. Like sometimes it's with me, like with posting a picture. I mean, I post a couple pictures like in a post, but I'm like, which one should I do? Like, and shit like that. And then sometimes, like when you're, another thing I'm gonna get, well, let me get into it out there. But like sometimes we tend to compare ourselves, and that's not a good thing. And I'm like, oh, which one, like, does my makeup look more flawless? Which photo does my pimple not show, or some shit like that? But I'm like, dude, who cares? Like, fuck all that. Like, which one do I like? Which one do I feel like posting? And then I just go with that. For me, it's like shit like that sometimes, but it's different for everybody. But of course, there are some other, like, it's just crazy.